and welcome to Talking Out Cloud, the leadership chat series brought to you by SourceFuse. And today we're focusing on the subject of migration and modernization to AWS Cloud, what strategies you might consider for a successful outcome, and also touching on the importance of disaster recovery plans. My name is Liz Grint, Marketing Manager here at SourceFuse. And earlier this year, we celebrated our 17th anniversary. And over those 17 years, we've developed a depth of industry expertise and experience, which has enabled us to transform enterprises through our bespoke, secure and scalable cloud solutions and services. Being part of the AWS Partner Network for many years now, I'm really thrilled to be joined by Harshil Shah, Partner Solutions Architect at Amazon Web Services, to share his insights and experiences on today's topic. Welcome, Harshil.
Hello, Liz. Thank you for having me here. Excited for this conversation.
Great to have you here. So why don't we get the ball rolling? I'd love it if you could briefly describe your background and experience, especially in relation to cloud technology and migrations.
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Harshil Shah, and I'm a Partner Solutions Architect here at AWS. I've been within the cloud industry for about 7 years now. And out of my 7 years of experience, close to 6 years has been AWS helping enterprise customers with their cloud journeys. Since my graduation, I was always fascinated by cloud technology and the simplicity it brings to build and run large-scale applications on the cloud platform.
That's great. Thanks, Harshil. So tell us, when you begin working with customers looking to migrate their workloads to AWS, you're required to carry out something called a foundational technical review. Can you tell us more about what that is and what is its purpose?
Sure. Actually, that's a great question. I'm glad that you bring this up. AWS Foundational Technical Review is intended to help customers ensure their workloads are built based on the best practices for architecting workloads in AWS Cloud. It helps validate these workloads against security, operational efficiency, and reliability. A foundational technical review also allows customers to work with an AWS solutions architect to develop a business continuity plan, which helps them define their RTO and RPO requirements. Upon successful creation of this plan, customers can choose from various different DR strategies to protect their workloads from data loss and restore their systems in an event of a disruption. This also helps them with their migration strategies where they are moving from either an on-premises infrastructure onto the cloud or from different cloud providers to the AWS cloud. Having the foundational technical review completed, it helps customers providing their service offering as a SaaS product through the AWS marketplace.
Okay, that's brilliant. And I think you mentioned there DR strategy, so that's disaster recovery. What is the potential impact if a disaster recovery strategy is not in place?
Sure. Disaster recovery plan, also commonly referred to as a business continuity plan, is crucial for a business to run smoothly. Although disasters are rare, they are highly unpredictable, and if overlooked, they can have some catastrophic impact to the overall functioning of the business. Some of the potential impact of not having a disaster recovery strategy in place can be complete loss of data, business interruption, loss of customers, loss of revenue, a damaged reputation, which is because of a downtime, and finally, the entire business failure. As we can notice, there are some significant damages a disaster can have to your IT infrastructure if not remediated on time. In contrast, a well-defined disaster recovery plan helps ensure all of the IT infrastructure, including the data it stores and processes, can be recovered in an event of an unpredictable failure or an outage. It helps replicate data across geographically distant locations, as well as route user traffic to an available region in case of an existing region failure due to natural calamities or other human-led disasters.
Okay, so pretty critical to have one of those in place. So At what point do AWS consulting partners like ourselves, when do they become part of that conversation, or is it collaboration all the way through?
So AWS Consulting Partners are very crucial in helping customers build and test their disaster recovery plan. Customers can choose to leverage the managed service offering from these consulting partners to either help them build the required architecture within AWS, or AWS also offers tons of resources through white papers, workshop, and blogs that provides a prescriptive guidance in helping customers define their business continuity plan and meet their RTO and RPO objectives. RTO is commonly referred to as recovery time objective, which means how long it takes for your system to come back up in an event of a failure. Whereas RPO defines how much a system can withhold data loss. In addition to this, AWS also offers tools and services that can help partners to back up and restore customers' environment in an event of a failure. Depending on the RTO or RPO requirements that are defined, partners can implement a DR strategy for the customers based on the following. They can either choose to select backup and restore, or they can go with a pilot light strategy. They can, depending on the requirements they have, they can also pick up warm standby, where you have an active kind of a setup, but only when a disaster happens, you spin over the other region. And finally, for business critical workloads or mission critical workloads, you have a active offering where both the regions are simultaneously working at the same time. For each of these strategies, AWS does provide services like AWS Backup, which allows partners to back up customers' infrastructural components such as EC2, EBS, EFS, database snapshots, etc., across different regions. Today, AWS offers more than 26 geographical regions that they operate in. And within each of these regions, there are 5 or more data centers. These backups are point-in-time copies that can be easily restored to recover from a failure. In cases where an entire region is impacted, AWS provides services that helps deploy your infrastructure as code in another region with a click of a button. And AWS partners such as SourceFuse help you build that infrastructure as code with minimal heavy lift for your engineering teams. While building these templates themselves can get overwhelming for customers, as discussed earlier, partners can assist by offering these templates as assets that can build out the entire infrastructure for a given workload during the delivery of the migration.
Okay, so there's a lot of tools and support and expertise to help smooth that journey for the customer. So one of the things that SourceFuse specializes in is something that we coin as modernization-led migration. And there also seems to be more AWS emphasis around modernization. So for a CTO or a CIO, what are some of the things that they should consider when looking for a modernization-led migration?
My experience working with CTOs or CIOs, it is very helpful when they can identify their current business challenges while operating within their private cloud or within their own data center, challenges with the application across different domain areas, and identify the gaps in terms of technology or people skills. So having a conversation around this in terms of what are their technological challenges with their current infrastructure and what are the people skills that they would require, or the gaps between those people skills to be able to modernize that effort. Initiating a modernization effort does require initial discovery of current application state, its access patterns, its deployment cycles, how the deployments are happening, as all of these are highly critical factors to identify the strategies taken for modernization and resolving their current IT challenges. Modernization also helps these customers to take maximum benefit of the cloud platform, its features, and allow their teams to be able to develop application functionalities faster and at a minimum administrative overhead. Cloud technologies such as serverless helps customer build out their microservices-based architecture, which is kind of a part of a modernization-led broader effort to not only focus on their building out their core functionalities of the business and not be able to too much tied upon the administrative task in terms of managing that infrastructure. While making the right choice for technology to adopt within the cloud for your compute or databases can surely be daunting, And hence partners like SourceFuse make it really easy to leverage best technology options available for running large-scale applications on AWS and modernize it in a cloud-native way. SourceFuse here is an advanced tier partner within the AWS partner network with proven competencies across migration consulting, DevOps consulting, as well as infrastructure as code service delivery qualifications. In collaboration with AWS, SourceFuse can also offer hands-on immersive labs to train your teams on cloud and develop their cloud skills.
Thanks, Harshil. And, like I said at the beginning, we're really proud to be an AWS Advanced Consulting Partner. And, we keep adding more and more competencies to our portfolio. But I just wanted to ask you, this is, to finish off our conversation, from your perspective, Harshil, what's been your experience working with the SourceFuse team so far?
So far, the process that I like is very straightforward and seamless. The way we engage with the SourceFuse team is AWS works with their accounts within their customer segments. And as soon as they identify an opportunity where the customer use case is built around migration or modernization, or they have critical disaster recovery requirements, then the account team at AWS, as well as the solution architects, work closely with these customers and plug SourceFuse into the conversation. And the way we collaborate with our partners is offering the statement of work, which in detail defines what are the key elements of the delivery that are going to happen for the customer use case and what are the timelines for that, which has been highly beneficial for customers to take advantage of. So they have a clear picture in terms of how their project is going to progress and how along the way SourceFuse is going to assist them build through their cloud journey.
That's great. Thanks so much, Harshil. And thanks for sharing your thoughts and experience with us today.
Very happy to be here. And yeah, I'm hoping that a lot of customers will get a lot of value out of this. And just to emphasize one thing, please do not overlook your disaster recovery plans and make sure that you have an RTO and RPO defined for your infrastructures.
Yeah, thank you. I think that message came through loud and clear. And thanks, Harshil. And as always, thanks to you, our viewers, for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like the video, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. And I'll see you all again soon on our next Talking Out Cloud.